It's the 24th of August now, and we've woken up to a beautiful morning. This cow appears to be partial to a little bit of seawater in the morning. Right, we're off. Goodbye, snooty campervans, with your little plastic box saying keep out to all the little campervans. This causeway takes us across to Cruit Island, where we're going to have some breakfast. So what is this bacon thing called?
Bacon grills.
Bacon grills. Never tried them before, have we?
Never seen them before.
Never seen them before either, you're right. See what they're like. So having tried a bit, I would say it's a cross between spam and bacon.
Yeah, look just like spam.
Yeah, tastes nice. It did taste nice, but we wouldn't buy it again. That was a nice little spot. There are plenty of worn out boats laying around, and worn out houses for that matter. And what a pretty little footbridge this makes. Can you spot the leprechaun's house on the right? We're on the hunt for bins. Come on, Island, why can't you provide litter bins for people in motorhomes? There's a huge lobster on the wall. Imagine seeing that on the wall when you're staggering home drunk. This is for a motorhome. We don't need any of those services, so we're not going to block it up for somebody who does.
So we're going for a walk to Crohy Head.
Oh, where's that then?
Crohy Head here.
Yeah.
We're here. Maghery Strand.
The mural depicts how it would have looked when people were working here in Weaver Street. The photo depicts how things have changed, but to be honest, there's not a great deal of difference. So is this as far as we can go to the tower then? Because the sign down there says private property.
Well, I don't know whether you can walk down there, I don't know.
This is as far as we can go, but at least we get a view of the tower. We're down off the hills, and it's always fascinating driving through these little towns. camera doesn't show it, but this is a particularly steep section of hill, so it's first gear up here. We're climbing up to a viewpoint overlooking the town of Glencolumbkille. It's a little breezy here, but what a beautiful place to spend the night. Let's just hope those winds don't get too strong later. What have you cooked tonight?
Beef stew, carrots, potatoes, mushrooms and peas.
That looks tasty.
All in one pan.
That's the way to do it, isn't it? This is a tin of stewed beef with our own added fresh vegetables.
It's what you need after a hard day's driving.
Yeah,
sightseeing.
you've done well today, doing all that driving over those difficult roads.
Yeah. Well, my ankles ached.
Yeah.
All the braking on the hill.
What was I saying earlier? As I lay there half asleep, I saw this curtain fluttering. And then it suddenly dawned on me that I'd left the window partially open when I dropped the roof. Luckily for us, nothing had got wet. I dropped off again, but a little while later, it just got worse. Carol is still knocking out the Zs, so it clearly doesn't bother her. So outside, Storm Francis is currently raging. We had a very, very windy, bumpy night last night with driving rain. We still managed to get some sleep, and it's amazing how good a shelter the little MV200 actually is. So how was Storm Francis for you, Chutney?
Not too bad, I don't think. I woke up a few times during the night, but on the whole it was quite exciting really, hearing the rain buffeting the van. Cosy.
The eggs in, please. All at once. So this is scrambled eggs, bacon, mixed veg and onions. How's your wrap? So it works. I think it's good with veg in.
It is.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
We've fired up the tractor. So the storm has calmed down a little bit now. And whilst it's still horrible out here, we are going to make a move and continue on our journey. So what I learned last night is I really should have parked the car with the nose into the wind. Because last night, because I thought we might have the roof up, I parked with the back facing the wind, thus presenting the lowest profile of the side skirt to any potential rain. But it ended up being so windy that we couldn't have the roof up. And it occurs to me that if I parked facing the front, it would be a lot quieter, because of course the wind is designed to flow over the van on the motorway, and the noise of the rain hitting the windows would be furthest from our head. Yeah, plenty of water in that now, isn't there?
It's gushing down off the mountains, not surprised.
No.
All the rain we've had during the night.
The rivers are beginning to burst their banks, so we're going to have to keep a lookout for that. This river is dangerously close to overflowing, and there's a house there just behind that tree. Further along the road here, we began to see submerged trees, and then this little bridge that seems to have taken some damage from the storm. We found a lay-by and I was able to get out and take some proper shots. If you fall in here today, I really do think your time would be up. This river seems to have plenty of space to run into a loch, so I don't think there'll be any serious problems. It's time to get moving again now. We're now on our way to have a look at the cliffs at Slieve League. This is the very steep access road to the top car park, and I'm desperate for this car to get out of the way so I can keep momentum. Now I have to confess to chickening out here. The winds were so strong coming from the right hand side of the vehicle, and we reached a point where there was quite a severe drop, and I just didn't have the courage to keep going with the van in such strong winds. So unfortunately we never did get to see the cliffs. Desolate, isn't it?
Very.
At the furthest point you can see, we had to do a 3-point turn. This one was another really steep hill, but this time down to Fintra beach. Hope we can get back up here. Plenty of cars down here, so everybody can get back up. We had a cup of tea and some biscuits down here and recovered from our nightmare up on the cliffs. Waterloos, they do fine.
No bins though.
Unfortunately, there's still no dustbins for getting rid of a bit of waste. So I really don't know what campervanners are expected to do in this situation. So this video has been going on over 14 minutes already, and I think it's time to wind it up here. But if you'd like to see what happens next on our trip, then hit that subscribe button and join us for more adventures from the Little Red Camper. And for those of you who keep asking, yes, that really was us parked next to the travel trolls during the parking ticket fiasco.